The Finance Bill of 2025 is coming for first reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kimani Kuria disappeared after the Finance Bill 2024, where Kenyans died, people's properties were destroyed, and many other bad things happened because of his actions. Basically from his utterances that were very careless to the country and to the youths of this country, and a disappointment from our leaders to the people of Kenya. And as we speak today, he has emerged in the Finance Bill 2025. We never heard of him until this Finance Bill. Now, in this Finance Bill again, I'm seeing him making the same mistakes that he made before. And that is going to form the basis of this analysis here. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, take a second to subscribe. And after subscribing, ladies and gentlemen, kindly try and comment after watching my video. Also, there's that likes, please give a thumbs up. My name is Abel Mukwa. Keep watching to the end. Let me dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, what are these mistakes that Kimani Kuria is doing? Number one, this gentleman has decided to ignore Kenyans. Again, I watched closely when he was asking the Commissioner General for the KRA on why they have decided to have access to the private data of Kenyans. And I did not see a serious Kimani Kuria. I saw him just mentioning things and looking around, showing no seriousness. Meaning, he concurs with the decision of the Commissioner General. That is very dangerous to the people of Kenya. Why? He is not representing the views that he knows Kenyans have. That touching on private data, it's against the Constitution, and that is the beauty of the Kenyan Constitution. So he has not taken that to be a serious thing. Instead, he's ignoring. And I'm telling you, if we don't speak, go against it, they're going to pass it in Parliament. Kimani Kuria is going to take it forward. Just the same way he ignored Kenyans in other opinions they had about Finance Bill 2023 and Finance Bill 2024. Apart from that, we also have the issues to do with increment of taxes on various commodities that are essential. One of them is pharmaceuticals. Madawa ikiongeza bei. What are you telling the sick person? What are you telling Mama Mbog? What are you telling Boda Boda guy that you guys campaigned and asked them to support you? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a dangerous move for Kimani Kuria. And in times to come, I think you'll be among the most hated politician in the country because of the way he behaves. Also, there's a possibility that they are not going to make any corrections or any issues that are raised by Kenyans. Why? When you see already the first reading has been done, and we have what we call the public participation is not intensified and it is not well done. And as we speak today, Kenyans actually even are not aware whether public participation is going on. That means there's an intention to pass the Finance Bill the way it is. The way it is. It's also another big mistake that Kimani Kuria is going to make. Why? Kenyans will cry because of these politicians again. Last time they died, and some of them are crying up to now, especially those ones whose pay slips are mutilated. So they will again continue, and Kimani Kuria will not be at peace. Another mistake he's making, it is rushing the process. If you remember how the Finance Bill 2024 was being passed, things were rushed right, left, and center, done carelessly. They didn't care what Kenyans were saying. Even they were rushing it until when people in Parliament buildings, still they were rushing things to ensure that they pass it before the people come. And they voted yes. And that was a dangerous move. Ladies and gentlemen, the results of that were demonstrations that ended people occupying Parliament buildings. And we cannot say that that should be the case every now and then. Our leaders must behave like they were elected by the people at the grassroots. Not William Ruto, not John Mbadi, not Raila Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen, the other thing that is happening right now, it's the issue to do with increasing Kenyans' taxes, increasing taxes that are hurting Kenyans. Hurting Kenyans, and I'm using this as a separate part, a separate point. Why? Kenyans keep crying every day of high taxes. Why again introduce the same thing? Let me leave it there. What should be the expectations? What are the expectations of Kenyans first? Let me state it here that every Kenyan, most especially those who are enlightened, having KRA PIN, bank accounts and stuff, they know very well that it's the obligation to pay taxes. They don't need the government to come and push them to pass laws that are very strict. It's all about our responsibility to pay taxes. But why is it that people are hesitant? Number one, the extravagant lifestyle of the politicians. Someone wearing a watch of 6 million, building houses rate of less than cent. And for those who are very keen, there's a huge number of choppers in William Ruto's regime. Small politicians in 2 terms are owning choppers. People are moving choppers across. People are coming to pay us, give a salary of 100,000, 20,000, 50,000, 1 million, and they have used a chopper for about 900,000 in a day. So you ask yourself, what is the intention of this politician? Use almost 1 million to bring a chopper, because someone comes with a chopper, uses almost 10 hours in a day, almost 8 hours, 6 hours. That is almost 100,000 every hour. If you check that very well, it's almost 1 million. So if you go to what is happening at the grassroots, they are giving the same amounts of money as bursaries. Now you realize, what is the intention of this politician? Spending a lot of money on something that is not necessary for the people of Kenya. That is not what the Kenyans want. Spending a lot of money unnecessarily. That is not what the Kenyans want. Politicians misusing public funds. That is not what Kenyans want. The Kenyans want the moment their money is taken from them, it is responsibly handled by their leaders. If it is development, we are seeing development on the ground. If it is expenditure, we are not seeing unnecessary expenditures. If it is empowerment, it is not unnecessary empowerment. It is proper empowerment of the people of Kenya, structured ones. Not dishing money in Arambes in the name of empowering people. That money from government and from taxes that is not accountable. We cannot live such a lifestyle in the country. It cannot be like the politicians that it's just all about money. So therefore, the expectations of Kenyans is that when money is collected, it's not misused. Number 2, corruption. Embezzlement of public funds through corruption. We cannot have that money is collected from Kenyans, but the people are collecting money like KRA and Treasury. They're not sealing the loopholes for the embezzlement of Kenyan funds. That is completely unacceptable. So Kenyans are asking, before you collect from us money, why is it that you guys first are not sealing the loopholes? You collect money from Kenyans, but you don't seal the loopholes. So we are collecting for stealing, while Kenyans are straining. Today, someone was buying sugar and I heard him complain that the sugar is rising, the prices of sugar are rising and increasing so fast. In that he was buying now at 180. Something that was supposed to be 150 and below is now at 180. Probably at the end of the day it will be at 200. So ladies and gentlemen, the cost of living is increasing day by day. And that is the major concern of the common man age. So it is ideal that Kimani Kuria does not repeat the same mistake and listen to the common man age. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.